What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new episode on the channel. It is the day of the ceremony, which means that all the trophies will be handled to all the prize winners. This year's All Japan Koi show was a really crazy koi show. Beside the fact that the grand champion, we had 3 contenders. It was a really big battle between those 3 contenders. And eventually the Danichi Koi farm with their 98 centimeter 6-year-old Kohaku won the prize. So it is, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. This morning the show was supposed to get open at 9. It's 9:10 and it's already kind of busy. What I wanted to do is take you to the major prizes, show all of them, because in the previous episode, if you haven't seen it, all the judging behind closed doors, click on this link or do it after watching this video. You can see how the judging went and how they decided all these big prizes. So before we go to the major prizes, I wanted to take you to the best in varieties. And exactly behind me, this is where we have the best in variety koi. I will turn the camera around. I will try to not make it that shaky. I wanted to show you these fish and then we go to the major prizes, so let's go. When you show the best in variety koi, there's one thing that is pretty cool about this class, is that most of them are pretty big fish. So compared to the other categories like the Kokugyo or Miyabi prizes, you start with the small koi and you end up with the bigger koi. I think this is the Dainichi Kohaku, and for the people that remember this fish, you can look at the mask over here. She has been in a couple of my videos. I need to be honest, she's still very amazing. I like this soft orange Benny, but I need to be honest, I think I have seen her in better condition. But Dainichi Koi Farm, owned by a Chinese hobbyist or Chinese koi farm. Not sure these days. Then we have a nice Sanka. Wow, talking about nice and soft Benny. Look at this. I will shut off the air a little bit so we have a little better view. Very nice Tsubo Sumi. And what we mean with that is that the Sumi, the black, is really nice placed on the white of the fish, which is pretty nice. Yeah, great fish. Best in variety. She has a little damage on her tail, sorry, on her back fin over here, but sometimes these things happen during transport, and on koi shows they won't really look at it. Then another Danichi Koi farm, I think Showa. Wow. What surprised me really when I see this fish is the border conformation. She's very long, but look at this, the wide, guys. She's really wide. I will wait for her to swim over to me so we can get a closer look. Look at this beautiful Showa. Unbelievable. Look how wide she is compared to all the other fish. Big head, big fins. Very nice sumi. Look at the skin color. The skin color and its skin quality. Look at that. That is amazing. Gorgeous fish. Absolutely beautiful. All right, Herbert, my big friend from the United States. We have a nice Kohaku. Very beautiful. Momotaro Koi Farm. Ginrin Kohak. Let her swim on that side. Oh, she's coming. There she is. Very nice fish. Great skin quality. I'm not a big fan of Ginrin, but if you like it, then you can really appreciate it. I need to confess that there is one very nice fish that I wanted to show you. It's one of the major prizes, also owned by Herbert. And you will see that soon in this video. Omasaka Koi Farm, Denny Kurniawan, Indonesia. We have a very nice Ginrin. So this is placed in the B Ginrin category. Shiro Utsuri. Look at that. And this is what I like. Try to zoom in. Look at the skin. It's so shiny. What a beautiful fish. Look at that. It's crazy, right? Another herbs and dealt by our partner, which I'm a proud ambassador of Fish Pond in the United States. Herbert, it is crazy. I think Herbert won so many prizes that he this year even beat Benedict Campos. So Herbert has so much fish, it's unbelievable. I can say now, 100% sure, that Herbert has the most and biggest private koi collection in the world, which is amazing. Omasaka Koi Farm Kujaku, handled by Narita Koi Farms, owned by a Japanese hobbyist, I think. Very nice fish as well. Very clean pattern, look at that. Very clean head. Beautiful, you need to appreciate it. Then we have our other big friend from the UK, Donald. Donald won with his NND Shiro Utsuri. Beautiful fish as well. It seems like the koi are all swimming around their oxygen oxygen supply, but I do think it's still good visible on camera. Lovely fish, very black, assuming. Herbert again, Goshiki Kano Koi Farm. Wonderful fish. Beautiful. Supplied by Grand Koi and Yume Koi here in Japan. And handled by the Narita Koi Farms. Japanese, Common Rio. I'll try to get a little closer to give you a unique view. Look at that skin. So this is Doitsu, which means it has no scales. And their skin is very, very soft, very silky. Look how beautiful this is, just like a cow. I like this. Alright, next one. We have, again, Herbert, of course. And look at this beautiful, beautiful Hikari Moyo. Look at that. Great fish. Kept by Narita, of course. Fukuzawa Koi Farm. I've never been there, to be honest. Alright, we go to the other side. Then we have a very nice Hiutsuri here on this side. This is Koi Fish India Nishikigoi from the Marudo Koi Farm. A nice Hiutsuri. And is kept or handled by Yokohama Nishikigoi. Nice, very clean Hiutsuri. Then, again, Herbert. This beautiful Beko. Beautiful fish. There's the man himself, Donald from the UK. We have Volker with this beautiful, look at that, Kaga or Kinshoa. It's always hard to see. Here you go. Nice fish, very unique fish as well. And it's been placed in the Hikari Utsuri category. Then Atokai Doitsu Showa from Shinara Koi Farm. Also no scales. Look at that, great fish. I think I've seen it before. I'm not sure if this is the first time she has been entered to the show, but it's a wonderful fish. Very unique. Japanese hobbyist, best in variety, 95 cm. Look at this. Oh, what a monster. More and more people are showing up here now. Then we have Mr. Zasha Vanderchuk. We built his koi pond, and with me I mean Fish Fish Ponds. I helped. This was last summer, August, and the pond is finished. I will be there very soon. We have a beautiful Asagi. Very, very great price. Very beautiful fish. And it's bred, or kept in ieder geval, kept by the Narita Koi Farms, and Otsuka Koi Farm has been breeding this fish. Congratulations, Sasha. Then we have Benedict Campos, the name we see for the first time today. Benedict Campos is a hobbyist. I've never met in person, but he had, I think, the most, how do you say it, insane koi collection in the world with a lot of fish. But I do think, and I'm sure Herbert, has beat that, so, which is pretty awesome. All right, We're getting closer, and then we go to the major prizes. Here we are again, Herbert. Marusai Koi Farm. And look at this. Wow. Oh. I'm not a big fan of these type of koi, but if you appreciate them, they're very, very nice in your pond. And that's the coolest thing about koi. Everything has to do with taste. Then we have a very nice tancho, owned by Teza Guzmawan. Sorry. From Indonesia. Handled by, again, the Nanita Koi Farms Danichi Tancho. Very beautiful fish. Look at the body. That is amazing. Alright, here we go. We got 2 more to go on this side, then we go to the major prizes. Herbert and Benedict Campos. Let's start with Benedict. We have this nice Goromo from the Danichi Koi Farm. It looks like a Kohaku, but if you look really close, you can see it's a Goromo. I always say like Goromo looks like a dirty Kohaku. Well, here you go. Yeah, this is a great example. Herbert, of course, dealt by Fish Ponds. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful Ochiba. Alright guys, then it's time to show you the major prizes. It's getting more and more busy, so I want to finish this video, but not before I showed you every single one. I'm just gonna start here with this one in the Kavari class. It's a very unique koi owned by Herbert and handled and dealt by Fish Ponds. So that's pretty cool. So that means that AJ will be on the podium together with Herbert today, or maybe Herbert, and collect all the prizes this afternoon or this morning. Very unique fish. Then we have this baby Sanke, baby champion. Very, very, very small fish, but a very big prize. Look at this beautiful fish. It's not swimming a lot, so it gives us the opportunity to give you a closer look. Great one. Then we have this Sanke, and I need to be honest, it's owned by a Chinese hobbyist or Chinese farm. I've not seen her on judging day, so I missed out on her. But it is bred by the Sakai Fish Farm Sanke and is kept by Narita Koi Farms. Who else? Then Benedict Campos. We have this Showa, not a big one as well, 55 BU, which means that this fish is around, I don't know, 50 centimeters. Beautiful, very nice finished Showa. And deserves prize, absolutely. Donald is over there, but this is his prize. Donald always wins prizes. This is cool to mention. It is being handled by exclusively koi by Ryan, also my friend from the United States, UK. Great job, Ryan. Congratulations. And Donald, this beautiful Gushiki. And this is, I think, where Ryan is really, really good at selecting these beautiful, most of the time smaller, but really beautiful finished fish. And this is world-class koi. Alright, then we have this major champion, a very nice Kohaku, which I really like. It is owned by a Chinese farm or a Chinese hobbyist. But again, beautiful. Look at the sashi, look at the kiwa, look at the fukurin in the skin. This is one of my favorite fish. I really like this Kohaku. And then we go to a fish with a story. This is a 3-year-old Ginrin Showa, Danichi Koi Farm, and handled by the Narita Koi Farm. This is one of my favorite fish as well. It's a male, and this is, now you can really see the big difference in female male. If you look at the skin quality, intensity of the red, it's way more red. This Ginrin Showa is a great example of a beautiful fish, and Herbert's gonna use it for breeding if he is able to get the sperm of course from the fish, but yeah, that's what Herbert likes to do. So great fish, bred by the Danichi Koi Farm. Again, Chinese farm or hobbyist, Danichi Koi Farm. This beautiful Kohaku, lovely fish as well. Then we go to another Kohaku, This one has been handled by the Narita Koi Farm, Sakai Fish Farm, and of course Herbert. Herbert was the runner-up for the Grand Champion title with his Kohaku 1 meter... Shuki, 1 meter 2?
1 meter 4 now.
1 meter 4 now. And the funny thing is, I asked Herbert yesterday about it. Herbert is gonna ship her home and he's gonna breed with her.
He will ship this one?
Yes, and he started breeding with it. Okay. That's what he told me yesterday, but maybe it was...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he told me yesterday.
Okay.
So
he gonna challenge for next year.
Sorry?
I thought he wanna challenge for next year.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you should convince him today.
No,
but yesterday evening he told me he will start breeding with it.
Better bring back and breed.
Herbert, he loves animals and he loves to breed with them. So he's a very, very special and also very expensive koi. But yeah, that's Herbert, and I like that, to be honest. I like the way how he's enjoying his animals and try to reproduce with them. Very beautiful Kohaku. All right, then we have this Sanka, also from the Sakai Fish Farm. There's nothing I can add here. Look at that. It's just finished. Beautiful. Really beautiful fish. Denzel Usman, congratulations. Isa Koi Farm Showa. And look at this. Again, a male. Can you see the difference in skin quality? It is not bad to have a male koi in your pond, guys. Just go for it. Amazing. And then, of course, there's one fish left, the Grand Champion, which now we have seen in the previous episode. So if you not have seen it, go click on the link at the end of the video and then you can see the judging and everything. The Danichi Kohaku, 98 centimeters, 6 years old. She won the big prize. Alright everyone, that's it for this episode. If you liked it, click on the like button. Also subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm on my way to 1 million subscribers. I want to reach it at the end of the year. I need to do some work, but guys, thank you so much for watching. And click on this link or on this card so you can watch the video of day number 1.